What is up, everybody? Bronco here with the 140th episode of Reach Track Review, and this is the Ionized Special Part 2. So, we have 4 maps today, and this first map is called Alpinestar SX G2. I'm not sure why it's G2 instead of V2, probably Generation 2, I'm not exactly sure. But, you know, as it sounds, this is his second version of the map that he made previously, and I actually like this one a lot better. I think that the jumps work a lot more consistently. And so his original Alpinestar SX was made a while ago when Reach was relatively new, and he made this one just recently, and the layout is exactly the same, just the jumps have been changed. And I actually like the rhythm sections a little bit more in this one. There's a lot more step-on, step-offs. I like those a lot better, and the turns, I'm not really sure if he fixed those at all, but for some reason it seems to me that you don't seem to roll as much if you hit them at a wrong spot, because, you know, if you hit like a little bump on one of the covers that are on the dishes, sometimes it'll make you roll, and I think he fixed those because now it seems that I never roll if I go off a turn. And also he made this new back spot, and it has the whoops in there, but I think the whoops are a little bit too high. But it is the creator's preference, so if he likes bigger whoops, then, you know, it's pretty much up to him. But in my opinion, I like smaller whoops, but that doesn't make the map bad. Anyways, next map is called Blackwater MX, and this is one of my favorite MX tracks that Ionized has made. I like this one. It has a lot of nice doubles, a lot of big jumps, very fast-paced, and everything's really good. I mean, it's very competitive. I know only 2 people are racing here, but as you can see, we're pretty much neck and neck the whole time. He is behind me a little bit, but that's just because I'm way better than Canucks Legend. Not to seem egotistical, it's a joke. But one thing that I did notice was that jump right there does seem to be a little inconsistent. I seem to do that a lot, and I'm pretty sure that it was very difficult to build, especially on terrain when you're trying to get a flat surface to build off of. So, you know, he probably did the best he could. He realized that that part was a little inconsistent. But, you know, it only happens, I would guess, 1 out of 5 times. I mean, you know, that's not terribly bad, especially because he's building on terrain, and it's very difficult to get a flat surface when you're building with the terrain. Also, that part that I just went over there, when you go over the hill into the turn, do not go extremely fast. You're going to want to try and, I guess, kind of roll over the hill so you can make the turn without running into the wall. And also, I like the natural inner bump, I guess. I'm not really sure what to call it. The natural inner bump that map has on the last turn before the final checkpoint. Anyways, this next map is called Rioz MX, and this map is built in a completely different area of the other one, and I actually prefer Blackwater MX over this one. I just think Blackwater, I like it because it's a little bit more fast-paced. But this one, I like this one too. The reason I like Blackwater better is because it doesn't have as many turns. It has more jumps. You know, I just like the jumps and the more fast-paced action of a MX style track rather than, I guess, a kind of closed area. I mean, this isn't closed. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I just think Blackwater is a little bit more opened up. But one feature that I really do like about this map is the big step down right there, and also this inner turn. I mean, these maps are very realistic, and although they're not remakes of any maps, but they're just really, really nice maps. Everything works very, very well if you're driving skillfully, I guess. And everything, as I said before, works very, very well, so good job. Anyways, this next map is called, let me look at my sheet here, Zesteril, and this map is made by Ionized, and it is also made by Stoyben, I believe, and Diabolical D. Ionized, if you're watching this, please just tell me if I missed anyone. I don't mean to take credit, but I believe it was made by those 3. I'm not sure if BLH helped at all. But anyways, this map, as you can obviously tell, is a double wide. And, you know, most people know Ionized for his SX and MX tracks and his short tracks and all those good things. But he also is a very good double wide maker. I mean, as you can see here, this map has a lot of banked waves, hills, some nice spirals. I mean, everything's extremely smooth. and it's not extremely banked, so you don't have to worry about sliding off the edge. But very very competitive double wide map. I mean, most double wides, they are kind of boring, but this one does have a nice feature because you're pretty much never going straight. There's always a turn. Also, it does have a little terrain in it, and the transitions from the terrain to the blocks are very very nice. Everything works very well. So this just about wraps it up, guys. Thank you for watching.